Hi, my name is Bianca and this is my YouTube channel all about cross stitch, she.bee.stitching, and welcome back. I want to say thank you to all the people that have been watching and have recently started watching, and thank you to everybody that has followed me on Instagram. My Instagram down there is she.bee.stitching.714, and I've had a lot of fun finding new people to follow as well. I don't know what number video this is. Maybe we're like on 6 or 7, but I have a lot to talk about. My videos are usually pretty short. I know I talk pretty fast, and I'm not somebody that has like 20 whips going on at once, which it's fine. Everybody has their own way of doing things and their own preferences. I'm still kind of a baby stitcher in that regards, so anywho, let's just jump right into it and start with whips. I actually wrote a whole list of all the stuff that I want to talk about today because I don't want to miss anything. Side note, if you hear any noise, I have 2 of my dogs down here. It's pretty late when I'm filming this, so I think it's like 9:30 right now. I was supposed to film earlier, but I started watching Fright Night, the original, I think 1985 version. And I got caught up, so it's pretty late now, and my dogs are probably grumbling because they want to go to bed. Anywho, let's cut to the chase. Whips. So my first whip I want to talk about is by Teresa Kogut, and it's Snarky Cat. This is what it looks like. And let's see, I'll just throw that on the ground. Last time I was on here, I had maybe like half the pumpkin done, and my goal for the month was to finish the pumpkin, and I almost did, mostly. So I managed to fill in the rest of the panels in the pumpkin, and the thing that I didn't do was fill in the teeth and like backstitch around the eyes yet, but there's like 4 different oranges in this pumpkin, and that was a real struggle. I am pleased with how it came out. You know, it's like when you're in the middle of the pattern and you're just like, I don't want to go through to the extra effort of changing colors, and then when you're finished it actually looks great. So yeah, never doubt the pattern, I guess. But yeah, so that's my pumpkin. I think for this month I'm just gonna keep working on it. We'll see. So I'm pleased with that, pretty pleased with that. My next project is Halloween Ouija by Tiny Modernist, and here's what that looks like. Last time I was on here, I had pretty decent progress, and here we are now. I'm not sure if you can see the little touches of a toile that I have in there, but so last time I was on here, I believe I had finished like this wall and then this side of the house and maybe this roof peak. So I've added this roof peak here, this window here, and then I started on the roof with the crosses on top. I was focused on my pumpkin, so I didn't get as much work on this as I wanted to. But I mean, it's coming along. I'm really pleased with the color changes that I made, and I'm really excited to finish this. So we'll see how much more I can get done this month. And one of the whips that I ended up working on these past 2 weeks was one that I haven't touched since the beginning of the year when I did my 6x12 New Year's starts, the 6 new starts for, what am I saying here? But it was supposed to be 12x12 for New Year's, but I did 6 new starts instead of the 12. And this pattern is by Sewing Starfish, and it's the Memento Mori Days Clock. And here's what that looks like. Really cute. If you haven't seen any of Sewing Starfish patterns, you should go take a look. But literally, this was a 2-hour start, so I only worked on this project for 2 hours at the beginning of the year during New Year's Eve. And actually, I need to find probably something to put behind it. 1 second. So yeah, all I had was like the white done. like I said, I only worked on it for 2 hours. And then I just pulled this out because I was having one of those days where you're trying to cross stitch, but nothing is coming out right. Like you can't find the floss that you need or the needle that you want to use. You can't find it either. And then you start stitching and you get a knot in the back, and it got to the point where I just quit and I decided to pull something else out. So I pulled this out and I got pretty decent progress on it. I think I only worked on it for an hour maybe. And so I only had, I think, like this part of the face done. And I was able to fill out the rest of the white and the mouth. And then I hate working with white floss or like light colored floss because I feel like it just shows all your mistakes more. And this is 14 count black Ada. I keep forgetting to talk about the fabric that I'm using or like how I'm stitching on it. So everything I'm working on is 18 count Ada except for this one. This is 14 count and 14 count black Ada off Amazon and regular DMC. Actually, I think I'm doing 3. Yeah, 3 flosses over 1 on this one. So I should have finished the face because it looks a little creepy with only 1 eye, but that's okay. Yeah, this was actually a really nice break to work on off of my other projects. So I'm probably gonna pull that out again in the next couple weeks. So yeah. My last whip that I want to talk about is Halloween at Hawker & Hollow, and this is what it's going to end up looking like. And I decided to start with this block and go left to right. Last time I was on here, I was working on the second block and I had finished the first tree and I think the second hill. And anyways, I busted my butt on this the past 2 weeks. If you saw my Instagram, I was literally determined to get a finish. And I did it. So super freaking excited about this. I can't believe this is my cat, Pickles, excuse me, sir. Anyways, here it is. I'm very, very pleased and I'm super excited to have finished the second block. And I miscounted somewhere on this. Again, like I literally miscount on every single one of my projects. So it's not a surprise. You just adjust. I'm not picking anything out unless it's like a really big mistake. I literally just keep going. I adapt the pattern. So somehow I was off somewhere and everything ended up being like 2 stitches too high. So I would have ended the top of my project over the black border. So I just took out like a couple rows in this tree and in this tree, and I moved my black crow over a little bit so it fit in the square. But yeah, actually this is not 18 count, this is 16 count that I dyed myself, so it feels a little bit smaller, so I guess that's why I keep saying it's 18 count. And I'm doing this 2/1, which has been, I'm pleased with the coverage. And all DMC. One more look at that. I actually even started the border on the 3rd square, so yeah, we'll see how far along I get on this. So yeah, that was my 4 whips that I wanted to talk about. Okay, I have a little bit of haul. One of the really lovely ladies from my cross stitch meetup group that I meet up with twice a month brought a bunch of patterns to destash, and I ended up picking up some of them. So let's see. The first one is by Stacy Nash Primitive Designs, and it's called Little Red Work Pin Keep. And oh, sorry, I should have taken these out of the plastic so there won't be a glare. Okay, so this is the front, and it's a cute little sampler. And then the back is just a few motifs. And I thought this was really cute. As much as I don't stitch anything that's like prim, I do really appreciate them, and I love reproduction samplers, and I do want to start branching out. I'm just really focused on Halloween Ouija and Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow right now. So I'm going to start busting out like some of these other patterns that I have. Okay, so the next one I got from her is Silver Creek Samplers. Love, I don't know what this is called. Forever Love. Okay, Silver Creek Samplers Forever Love. And I got this so I can make this for my sister-in-law. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it says, love believes, bears, hopes, endures, never ends. And down here you have the alphabet to be able to put their initials on there and the date. So I'm really excited to start on this. I'm a fan of Silver Creek Samplers, so looking forward to starting that. And then the next cross stitch pattern that I got from her is by the Blue Flower, and it's called Quilting Bee. And this I'm super excited to start. So it's a bee, and then there's like little Quaker elements around it, motifs. And I wish I was a quilter, because I think it's so cool how intricate their work is. And just thinking about how quilting has been passed down through all the generations, I wish I could be a part of that. That's not a hobby that I'm not looking to join yet. Maybe later on in my crafting career, I guess. But yeah, so Quilting Bee, and let me show you that one more time. Actually, here's the back, so you can see the back. And I'm really excited to work on this because my name's Bianca, and some of my friends call me Bee, so these are cool. And anyways, so the last thing that I got from her was actually an embroidery sampler by French General, Atelier de France. And so it's a flowered pattern, and the fabric is printed. Let me pull this out, actually. It's printed on the fabric, and then there are some pictures of the stitches that you need to be able to finish it. So there's running stitch, back stitch, stem stitch, spiderweb, chain, split, and satin stitch. So that's a nice helpful diagram. I've never finished an embroidery project, but I have like started quite a few. So maybe this is gonna be the one that brings me into the embroidery world. So yeah, this is really pretty. Super pretty. So excited to start on this. My mother-in-law actually embroiders a lot, and she doesn't even follow like printed patterns. Like she'll just have something drawn on the fabric and just embroider it, and then she finishes the edges with like crochet, and she uses really thin yarn so it looks like lace around it almost. Yeah, I'm not that talented, but maybe one day, we'll see. Okay, so those are the patterns that I got from one of the ladies at our meetup. And let's see, the next thing that I have to talk about was, oh, actually today I went to go have brunch with some coworkers, and as I was leaving, I realized that I was parked outside of a thrift store, and there was a bunch of people going in and out of the thrift store, and I was like, you know what, let me go in there and just check it out, because I'd never been in that thrift store before, and you never know what you're gonna find. And you guys, this bag was $2.50, and sometimes you go into the thrift stores and you see like yarn, like bags of yarn, like grab bags of the yarn, and then sometimes you see like embroidery thread in it, but you never know like what kind it is, and it's usually a tangled mess or whatever. And this time it was not. So let me throw that on the floor. There is actually 2 full kitted patterns in here. And this is Are You My Mother by Bent Creek. Like I said, there's 2. And pull the pattern out. This is what it looks like. It's a tiny little chick, and he had just hatched, and he's looking at the flower, and I think that's why it's called Are You My Mother? So he probably thinks the flower is his mom since he just hatched. Super cute and tiny, and like I said, there's 2 in here, so 2 patterns. So I'm probably gonna pass one along to my lovely friend Michelle. And you guys, the linen is in here. So there's 2 pieces. Let's see. This is 28 count water lily and 28 count putty. So I'm not sure how well you can see. This one is kind of like a light green, and this one is more like a beige tan. Super lovely, big enough for the project. And this pattern calls for, let's see, Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts threads. So Fancy Floss, which I don't have. Sorry about my dogs barking. I don't know what they're barking at. So Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art Floss, which I don't have any of because I just work with regular DMC. And it came with all of them, you guys, all of them. So let's see. We have Gentle Art, Golden Leaf, really pretty. Nutbag, which this is a really nice like gold brown. Summer Meadow, what is that? Gold Leaf. This is really nice. I love golds, dark golds, brown golds. Okay, Gentle Art Brandy. What was that? And then the rest are Weeks. Oh no, sorry. There's one more Gentle Arts. Ohio Lemon Pie. Like a nice little yellow. So that's probably for the chick in the pattern. And the rest are Weeks Dye Works. So I've got 2 mulberry, and this is lovely. It's like a dark, it's purple, but there's different shades of purple in it. Let me try to see if I can show you the different variegation in it. There's that. Love this. Mulberry. This is cocoa. This is like a tan brown. So 2 skeins of that. 1 skein of collards, and this looks just like collard greens. Light green, dark green, really nice. And then 2 skeins of whitewash, which is like white with like some beige in it. Yeah. So super excited about that. I literally can't believe that the first time I walked into that thrift store, I found this, and I did the math, and this is like 50 bucks worth of stuff. And I'm so thankful to whoever donated this, because I'm definitely going to try all this out, all this thread out. And I've never worked on linen before, so it's gonna be a new experience for everything. So yeah, that was my little haul, I guess. If you watch Wicked Cat Stitch, which if you don't, you should, she calls her haul hoard, and that makes me laugh because it makes me think of like the dragon just collecting everything. And I'm trying not to be like that. So I've been on a no buy for part of this year because I have so many patterns, and I really want to get through a lot of them before I buy even more. And right now, since I'm working on big projects, I haven't been finishing anything. I literally think I've only finished 1 thing this year. So I'm going to reevaluate what projects I'm working on, what projects I have kitted up to start, because I really want to get some finishes this year. And it's not about finishing for me. It's more of like the process of stitching that I like. But I can't just keep bringing in more things if I'm not going to make progress on them. So yeah, that's what I had to show for whips haul, and let's talk about some plans. I am wanting to participate in Marjorie made, sorry, I moved the camera. Marjorie did a strawberry moon sal, and it starts today actually, so this is June 1st, and it's work on any project that has strawberries in it, and I have quite a few. So the first thing that I actually have a printed copy of is Heart's Ease Exemplar Works presents Believe Sewing Kit, and this was a gift by Teresa Baird, and she made like a whole set. So here's what that looks like. Super cute. Everything is bee and strawberry themed, and I love checkered. I love checkers, like the pattern of checkered print. So she literally designed a ruler, a needle book, a pin keep, and then a scissor holder with a strawberry, and she made all of this and she donated, she gifted the pattern online during COVID, and I've had this forever, and she literally did everything, like the patterns, the dimensions, how to put them together, and this is online. It's online, and like I said, I've had it printed out forever, and I think I'm gonna work on, let's see, the pin keep first. So it's a planter with strawberries in it, and it says Believe 2020, so I'm probably gonna change the quote. The alphabet is actually included in this as well, so I'm probably gonna change that. Anywho, so that's the first thing that I want to work on for Strawberry Moon Sal. And then the second thing I couldn't find a printout of it, of the cover photo. Sorry, my dogs are barking again. Nobody even lives on this side of me, so I have no idea what they're barking at. Anyways, we should count how many times I say anyways in this video. Strawberry Moon Sal. So that's gonna be one of my projects, the pin keep. And then the second project I want to work on that I don't have a cover photo for is by Mama Witch Cross Stitch on Etsy, and it's the Strawberry Ghost. So I'm sure you've seen it if you follow any of her patterns. It's a tiny ghost, and there's like little flowers and plants around it, and he's like reaching up for a tiny strawberry. And it's so cute, and it's so cute, and I've had the pattern forever, and I haven't worked on it. I haven't even kitted up or nothing. So that's something that I want to work on. And then my goals for next month, for this month, I guess, since it's the 1st of June, is I really want to get at least the cat completed, and Snarky Cat. Let me pick that up one more time. Okay, so back to the pattern of Snarky Cat. I would love to finish the hand that I'm missing. I don't remember if it's the side. So finish this up, and literally his face and his hat that he's wearing. I think that's doable in a month. It's pretty fast stitching once I say that, but I have so many distractions when I'm trying to stitch at home. Anyways, so my goal for June is to finish this cat, and then maybe July I can finish this background, and then August finish the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm gunning for an August finish on this. So we'll see. And then for Memento Mori, I would love to finish, let's say, half of the clock. So I'm almost done with his face, and if I'm able to finish the top of the clock, I would consider that a win. This is not a huge pattern, and it's on 14 count Aida, so I haven't stitched on 14 count in a really long time, and going from the 18 to the 14 count I totally forgot. I forgot how fast it seems to stitch up, even though I guess I'm spending the same amount of time stitching. It just feels like I'm working it up even faster than my other projects. So hopefully I can finish the top half of the clock, and that would be, I'd be happy with that. And then for Halloween of Hawkern Hollow, you know, I think back to the beginning of this year when I really thought that I could do 1 block a month, and I just like laugh at myself because what the heck was I thinking? There was... Sorry again. I don't know what I was thinking that I could do that. So I think, let's see, if I do 1 block every 2 months, so we're in June, so June, July, August, September, October, November, so maybe Christmas, so maybe by the end of the year I can make it to, but I can make it to the witches in the middle. Super lofty goals, because I think, I don't know how many stitches each block has. I haven't gone and looked at that, but I do feel like if you look at the pattern, some of these blocks have way more stitching than the others. Like, look at this one. There's no way. Like, there's no way you can do that in a month. There's so many, this is practically full coverage, and I think each square is 92 by 92. So that just gives you an idea of how many stitches are possible in there. And I don't know. The people that finish this in a year, I commend you and I applaud you, and you deserve an award. You deserve a lottery ticket that is a winner. I don't know how you're able to do all that. I'm super slow when it comes to stitching, but anywho, I think my goal is to finish another half of a block, so we'll see. And then new starts for this month, for sure are going to be the 2 strawberry patterns. I'm not sure if I'm going to start both of them or maybe one at a time. If I can finish the tiny strawberry ghost and then start on the pink heap, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's all I have to say today. Again, sorry about the dog barking, and sorry if I'm talking too fast for you. I'm just trying to get this out, and I'm trying to stay on a schedule. I'm trying to film on the 1st and the 15th. I am going to be out of town next week, so I'm probably going to lose a few days of stitching there. I am going to take something on the trip with me, but if you followed me from, like, I think my 2nd video, you saw that I had lost 2 projects that I was so close to finishing that I had been working on for a really long time. So I'm really careful now about what I take with me traveling, and I pack very light, so I'm a 1-bag traveler, and if it's not on me in the bag, then I'm not taking it with me. If it doesn't fit in my bag, it's not going. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find what I'm working on interesting. I hope you are stitching and having fun. Check out Wicked Cat Stitch on YouTube and on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye.